Alright, I'm going to show a small little trick here. See if it works. I'm going to take this bolt. I'm going to put a small little bit of tape on it. And then I'm going to take my socket and put it on it. What it's going to do is kind of hold it in place pretty well. When you're doing something like this, it works pretty good. And then sometimes it doesn't work. So if you've been following along, this is a 2007 Dodge Magnum SRT8 that I just bought. It's one of my very favorite cars. I'd even say it's kind of a dream car. And I kind of always wanted one, but by the time I was ready financially to be able to buy one, the price had skyrocketed. So they were kind of out of my price range. And hang on, I want to see something real quick. Hey, check that out. So cool. It must be flying around for Memorial Day. That's super neat. I love warbirds. Anyway, let me get back to it. So, yeah, I didn't think I could ever buy one, and then I found this one priced absolutely ridiculous, and I had to jump on it, and I was lucky enough to buy it. However, it did not come without problems. So I've replaced the whole front suspension. One of the tire rods was, in fact, I still have it over here, so bent it's not even funny. Right? That's not supposed to be like that. So that's lower control arms, upper control arms, inner and outer tire rods. It actually has new struts on it, so that's been somewhat replaced recently, but everything else was kind of junk. So I did all that. And then I've replaced the intake manifold gasket, and I've done a tune-up on it, and you guys have seen all that. One thing you didn't see, because I kind of did it when I had time one evening off camera, is I replaced the power steering pump. It was leaking. In fact, I still have it here. I'll show you where it was leaking from. I gotta take this back for a cord, but there's a seam here, like right here, and under pressure, under throttle, it would leak out the seam. Now there is debris and oil and everything all over this side of the engine. The poor engine just needs to be clean, and that's going to be a project for another day. But I did replace this, and I'm glad I did. I'm sorry I didn't do it on camera. It was one of those spur of the moment things where I had the time to get it done and really didn't have the time to get it done and film it. But it wasn't too big of a job, and there's a couple good videos out there if you're gonna plan on doing it yourself. So that's all done. But now just needs a few things. I gotta go get an alignment, but everything's kind of closed. It's Memorial Day, like I said. But I gotta do something about these nasty fog lights. And well, wouldn't you know, I ordered a set of fog lights, and I got these guys off Amazon. I think they were a little over $100, but they look sharp. Brand new headlights off Amazon. I think they have all the wiring and bulbs for the turn signals. I believe I've checked that out already. That's interesting. Anyway, so that's what I'm gonna be working on today, is replacing these headlight bezels. Now, most of the time, for what I see, you have to pull the whole entire bumper off. Well, if you can't tell on camera, this thing has seen better days. And it's also sagging. And I actually think I have enough of a gap to get to the bolt that's right here without pulling it off. So I'm going to try to do that today. And then there's another bolt right up here. And then they basically just come out. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Let me get a look at this a little bit better and figure out what tools I'm going to need. And we may have to, we'll see. I don't know if we're going to have to pull these little clips out to get some flexibility in the bumper, which we might. to be able to get those out. But we're gonna see what we can do, because there's about this much behind the bumper. Anyway, let me see what tools I need and we'll get started. At the moment, I think all we're gonna need is a 8mm socket on a long extension and some patience, and I'll show y'all my plan. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to see in there, but yeah, maybe so. There's a bolt right there, and I'm able to push down on this bumper a little bit. This is not something I would recommend if you got a really well fitting bumper. I would go ahead and take the whole thing off in that instance. But I'm just gonna get my socket down in there. And here we go. Let me see if I can get this bolt out without too much problems. Seems to be coming out without issue. And it fell all the way down to the bottom. Sweet. There you go, that's all it is. Perfect. Now let's do the top. Okay. This is just a small piece of plastic. Looks like it's held on with some clips. And then there's another 8mm screw right here. Alright, let me change to a smaller socket. May not be that much of a difference here. Second screw up. Now, should just come out, kind of, sort of, and it does. Now, do I need some room there? Looks like I might. Oh. What I can do here. Oh yeah, look at that. Again, I don't quite have a lot of care for this bumper because it's all kind of jacked up, so I'm not as careful as I would be usually. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull these high beam and low beam out. Probably should have done that first. Be real careful with them. Then there's a pigtail for this. And there we go. Headlight is out. But look at the difference in these two. The camera actually makes this a little bit better looking than it is. It's beyond cloudy and done. Nice new one. It's got a little plastic on it. Don't pay attention to that because that'll come off once we're done installing it. I can't wait to get this on there. What a difference it's gonna make. So let's finish that up. Oh damn, I just broke something. But it's in place. Alright, I'm going to show a small little trick here. See if it works. I'm going to take this bolt. I'm going to put a small little bit of tape on it. And then I'm going to take my socket and put it on it. What it's going to do is kind of hold it in place pretty well. When you're doing something like this, it works pretty good. And then sometimes it doesn't work. There we go. Ooh, that looks nice. Old grungy headlight. Brand new headlight. That looks awesome. Let me get the other side done. Well, there you have it. It's that simple. 30-minute job and complete facelift of this car. Man, it looks pretty awesome. No, it still needs a lot of work. There's a lot of dents and discoloration and some things that I've got to take care of. Again, nice 30-minute job on a vehicle that does not have the prettiest front fascia. If you have a mint Magnum, go ahead and take all the steps to take your bumpers off if you can, or try to get up and underneath there before throwing that extension through the bumper housing. As you can see, this guy sags, and that's exactly why I said, you know what, it already sags, I might as well just go in that way. But you know, if you got good gaps and stuff like that, don't do it the way I did. But if you don't, this was a pretty easy install. You know, it's not perfect. We're missing the thing that holds the little plastic thing that holds the grommet in there, but man, it's like a new car. Like a new freaking car. Alright, so I think I'm going to end it off there. If you're new to the channel because of the Magnum, thank you for coming along. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. And if you are new to the channel because of the Magnum, we have all kinds of project cars like my 68 Nova Super Sport, Bel Airs, Typhoons. I've got a LS Swap Dakota, which is pretty much what the channel started with, and we're going to be going to Drag Week with that this year in September. So there's some plans for that. Anyway, there's a lot going on. We're going to have the shop build, which is going to be a big part of it. So hopefully you like some of this stuff and you want to follow along. So we can appreciate those that already have subscribed more. Thank you. Nothing's more important than your time, I always say. And so if you give us your time, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You can check us out on Instagram and Facebook at The RacerX Garage, or just search RacerX Garage. I think you can find us both that way. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Quick 30-minute project. Car's looking good, and I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of the day with my wife. So until next time, you know the deal. Y'all be good.